There are 18% of adults aged 65 and older in the US that live alone, and 43% report feeling lonely on a regular basis. Lonely seniors have a 59% higher risk of physical and mental health decline. Loneliness increases the likelihood of mortality by 26%. These numbers definitely do present social isolation as an increasing public health concern that needs to be addressed. But how do we address and prevent a problem from happening without knowing what makes an individual vulnerable to its occurrence?
Truly, there is a strong evidence that many older adults feel isolated. And as Aruga aims to reduce this in our country, we ought to know what are the risk factors that are associated with this growing public issue. This includes low quality or lack of social relationships, living alone, etc. And in the same way that we keep in mind these risk factors, it is also important to recognize that the coronavirus pandemic has significantly increased the number of older adults experiencing social isolation due to household lockdowns and social distancing. We now have Dawn to tell us more about this.
So, how exactly has the COVID-19 pandemic affected the most vulnerable populations? Well, according to Calica and Mendez, more than 30% of COVID-19 related deaths were aged 60 to 69 years old, while 35% were 70 years old and above. In order to reduce transmission among this population, the government required them to adhere to the quarantine protocol, which includes staying at home for the whole quarantine period. Because of this, there has been an increase in socially isolated older adults, both in the community and nursing homes. Social isolation and loneliness as a result of quarantine are likely to become major risk factors that may bring about more complications and long-term effects.